Hi everyone, my name is Venderia. Everyone calls me V, hence the name of my channel, Transforming V. Welcome to my weight loss journey. So this story is about how I lost 90 pounds. Technically right now I'm only down 80, but how I lost 90 pounds in a weight loss journey after the age of 40. So a little introduction to myself. My name is V. I'm 46 years old. We're going to talk about my weight loss journey after 40. We're going to talk about, so if you're younger than 40, you know, if my old ASS can do it, you definitely can do it. There's a lot that goes down on where your metabolism slows down, a lot of other things after the age of 40. We're going to talk about this room. I am moving in 3 weeks, so we're going to redo this room. It's a shoe room. It's a room that's about 12 by 13. The entire room is dedicated to shoes, jewelry, and pre-quarantine, I actually work from home, so my office is in here. Don't know if my office will be in a new place. We're going to talk about this wig. I make custom wigs for myself because underneath this, we're going to talk about how you make wigs. Stay tuned to my channel. It's about my life, emphasis on weight loss and staying healthy, but also a little glam and a little beauty and a little crafting, even if the crafting is yourself. We're also going to talk about what's underneath this wonderful wig here, which is my sister locks. February the 20th, we will be celebrating officially 1 year of me actually having sister locks. So I am locked and loving it, but I also like my versatility of being able to wear wigs, and I have a lot of hairstyles that I do. If you want to progress and see what you're getting yourself into, my Instagram channel is Transforming V. The exact same title as my YouTube channel, but definitely I will be doing tutorials and step-by-steps of how to achieve a lot of them looks with having sister locks, how to make these wigs, how to do this. And if there's anything that I'm ever wearing or have on, I shop on a budget, you'll hear this. But this video is about weight loss after 40 and weight loss in general. So I'm a Detroit girl, proud and loving it. Born and raised in Detroit. I moved out of Detroit in 2012 with my job when I relocated to Sacramento, California. I was a sexy 212 pounds. I have pictures of my 212 pounds that you'll see throughout this video. I am not a long-term YouTuber. This will be my first video I post, so be patient with me as I learn the etiquette techniques of so many amazing people that does their editing. That's not me right now today. However, just be patient with me. I'll get there. But you'll see what I looked like when I got to California 2012 at 212 pounds. And that's what I typically maintained. I maintained about 200 to 220 for my entire life. When I got under 180, it was for a weekend. Other than that, I was 200, 220 pounds after I hit 20. Younger days, they call me Skinny Vinny, Bony Veroni. No one calls me Skinny Vinny now. Anyway. So we're going to talk about how I had a 40-inch waist, and now my waistline today is a 29. The smallest it's been is a 27. Again, that's when I was at my 90-pound weight loss, and today I'm only at an 80-pound weight loss. You're actually going to talk about my hips was a 54, and today my hips is a 46. So we're going to get into all of this in future videos, but you're here to find out what I did. So, and how my journey started. 2012. I landed in Sacramento, California for a new role at my job. I was living my best life, and by the time 2017 came about, I was 257 pounds, which I had been that heavy for about 2 years, give or take 5 pounds, which is a burger or not a burger. Worked out the day before, didn't work out the day before. I balanced 5 pounds. So 257 pounds. I knew that I was at my wit's end. I could not get pretty. I tried different makeup. I tried different hairstyles. Not that I'm the most beautiful girl in the world by any means. In my world, I am. However, and yours may not. But I could not get pretty. I just didn't know what. I felt comfortable because I had a 54-inch butt and a 40-inch waist, which gave me 14 inches dimensions, and I walked around and I thought I was the shit. I just couldn't get pretty. And I knew I was a little bigger, but I still wore see-through. shirts, and I still wore 5-inch stilettos. This is a portion of my shoe room. I love shoes. Even at 257, I still rocked my shoes. So ladies, 257, 357, 457, you better rock that shit. I rock that shit. I don't care what anyone thought. I just couldn't get pretty. I felt I can put on the right things, but I'd use different makeup. I thought that my skin was changing. I thought because I was 40, I didn't know what was going on. It was because my facial features changed and I lost my features behind the heavier cheeks and different things like that. So in my comments, I don't do big shaming. I don't care if you're 100 pounds and I don't care if you're 800 pounds. If you're confident and you feel beautiful and you exude that confidence, I'm going to look at you like you're beautiful. I don't think 100 pounds is more prettier than 800 pounds and vice versa. My channel is never about what your individual definition of beauty is. This is my journey, but at 257, this is when I realized something was different about me and I changed it. But you'll never see I was unhappy. You'll never see me, a big picture of me in a burger and a small picture of me in a salad. No, because I don't actually eat that. I wrap my burger in fucking lettuce before I eat it in a salad. Okay, I said I wasn't going to cuss. In my mind, I said I wasn't going to cuss. Anyway, it's about my personal journey and how I wanted to get back to me. I wanted to lose 40 pounds to get back to what I got to California as. Sacramento, California. No, if you've never been there, you're wondering, why did I not know I was big and I was in California? Because it's not Southern California. It's not San Diego. It's not the beaches. It's not LA. It's not any of that. It's Sacramento, where people tend to be a little bigger. There's no beaches or anything. The closest beach maybe an hour minimum, an hour and a half away. So anyway, 2016, I will post the video. Someone sent the video to me, and they seen it for personal reasons. They was going through someone else's page and they seen a video of me from 2017 New Year's. And so what I did is I invited some of my friends over and I said, hey, just come over. I normally have potlucks. Everybody brings something. No potluck. Just come over. I will take care of everything. And that's just my personality. They came over. I lit the fireplace and I gave everyone a book, a little journal. And I said, everyone write in what held you back in 2016. And then we're going to burn it in the fireplace and we're not going to bring that into the new year. And again, you'll see that video inside of this video somewhere. So bring that, write it down. We're going to tear the page out. We're going to put it in the fireplace and we're going to sing Let It Burn. Because we're corny, right? I'm hella corny. You'll learn that as you watch my channel. I'm a cornball. So we did just that. Everybody wrote it. And for me, mine was confidence and shyness. I ain't fucking shy. There we go, cussing again. I'm not freaking shy. So, I'm not shy at all. Let me rephrase that. I am a little shy, where I don't want to. If you tell me to go to the front of the room and do a speech, I'm shy. Well, I sit here and have a crop top on and walk around with my hella shiny heels on. No, that part of me is not shy. Do I stand out and I'm okay with that? Yes, but I still have a shyness about me. Anyway. Mine was shy and confidence is what I wrote on that paper and I threw it in the fire. I had already signed up for a weight loss process because I felt like part of my not wanting to be seen, my shyness and my confidence, even though I've always been that way. Long story, I'm in a great career. I've been in my career 22 years. I don't have the degree to back it up and I don't have some of the elegant words. So there's a lot of things that make me feel a little shyer than other people when I have to present, which is typically in the office or in management in different areas of my career where I sometimes feel a little inadequate, but I still push through it and do it, and it's been successful in my journey. Hence, I moved from Detroit to Sacramento to Dallas with the same company. But I still felt like people just saw my biggerness, and having a smaller waist and a bigger butt, which 54 inches of butt at my size, I still was big, and I just felt like everyone just noticed my butt, which was okay, but it was colossal. Let's say colossal. No surgeries. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. You'll see that my journey is pretty authentic. Some people have no pictures of their before, or they have a few pictures of their before. I have a lifestyle of my before. So I've always had a little waist, hence the word 40 isn't really little. But compared to my hips at 54, I've always had the same proportion. But then I got here. So anyway, so I gained this weight, and then I wanted to get it off. So I joined this program January the 1st, 2017, after the fireplace scenario. That was what I wanted to burn and leave behind me. And we started a low carb, no dairy weight loss challenge for 6 weeks. And I did good. Didn't win it, but I lost 20 pounds, so I won it. Then I did the second portion, which was a 12-week program. And I was determined, and there's no winners in this 12-week program. There was in the 6-week program. And I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm going to kill it. I'm great. I'm eating right. I'm already down 20 pounds. And working out, it was called cardiac heel. Yep, the name says it all. You basically go up and down. And I slipped. Now, again, I'm 235 pounds at this time. So when I'm trying to go down this hill and I slipped, the weight popped my leg. I tried to break my fall with my right ankle. They carried me out of cardiac hill, which was very uncomfortable to have people carrying you, 2 on each side. Brought me down at this, and I had to have an EMS pick me up because I could not walk, could not drive my vehicle. Well, needless to say, it was broke. I had a broken fibula. The first broken bone in my entire life. The first surgery in my entire life. No, I did not have a weight loss surgery. I have never had anything added or taken away. And I have never had a procedure. Am I open to one maybe? Yeah, I got a little fupa going on. But have I ever had one? No, I have not. So let's get back to the story. So this is my first surgery in my life. So I had a broken leg. We had surgery because that was the only thing that would guarantee me to get back into heels. I had 3 opinions, second and third opinion of which one I should have got. 2 said surgery, 1 said possibly a cast. I went with the surgery. He told me I needed a surgery. I had broken ligaments. So I'm down for the count, right? I cannot lose weight anymore, right? Because it's a workout. Because everyone complains they have knee injuries and feet injuries and they can't work out. No. I decided that I was going to I did not want to be the girl who did okay with a broken leg. I wanted to kill it. So I turned on the heaters, I put them in a spare bedroom, and I hand boxed. I just moved. I sat in a chair and I did this, and I just, did the little motion. I couldn't do anything that was weight bearing because I had a broken leg, a plate, and 4 screws. So I would, actually got around my house. I didn't like the crutches because I wasn't a very fit person. So I didn't have any upper body strength. I'm just weak. So weak meaning I didn't have a lot of muscle tone. So I got around my house in a moving chair. So I would move around my house that way. And so I would go into the spare bedroom, sit into a chair, and then I would just hand box because I just knew sweating was what worked for me to lose that 20 pounds. And being over 40 was hard, baby. What I did before to lose 5 or 10 pounds or 20 pounds did not work after being 40. You was either all in or not. Like understanding what carbs was a biggie. So I boxed and I did whatever it took to sweat. Like literally I would just take the weights and do this. Like they were 5 pounds weights. I did whatever it took. Like I'm moving, I'm sweating, I'm doing something. I know I'm going to lose weight. Doctor gave me a clearance after about 4 weeks and told me that I could walk. And I said, can I go walking? Like that, I asked at 6 weeks. He's like, no, get out of my office. I asked that 3 weeks. He said no, because I felt confident with cast on. And so about 6 weeks in, he told me, yes, you can walk. You can go walking, but no weight bearing. So you can't jog or you can't speed walk, but you can regular walk. So I just walked. And that's what I did. And so I walked for about a mile at first, and then I got up to 2 miles and then 3 miles. I didn't do intense walking, but Sacramento, California, if you're familiar with that area, it's about 90 degrees outside. And so I walked until probably about that time it was like 70. It was like a rainy season, so it was like 70 degrees and it will get up to 90. It gets a lot hotter than that, but I started this journey slowly with the broken leg. And so I lost 30 additional pounds. So I lost 50 pounds altogether from January the 1st to the end of May. And so I lost 50 pounds. So living my best life, I gained 30 pounds back. By the end of 2018, I was back at about 230. And I would see subliminals on Facebook about women who meal prep and they're not necessarily eating their meals, and I love him to death. I would kick his butt, but I would see different stuff, and some of my friends would just mention nicely about me gaining weight because I made a big deal. I'm 50 pounds bigger, doop-de-doop-de-doop. I'm all this, all that. Girl, you back where you gained. You right back where you started. So it comes with other flaws. Like, I don't have a six-pack. I still have like a little fupa. I have cellulite on my legs. I have like some little wings. What do you call them things when you have like the extra skin in your arms? And most of the time I don't have on a sweatshirt. It's just a freaking snowstorm in Dallas, and I don't want my heat to be on 80, 90 degrees in the house. But I'm typically have on a tank top. So if you can't love yourself at your biggest, baby, when you lose that weight, you're not going to love yourself either. It comes with flaws. I done got accused of having surgeries and all that stuff. No, baby, I just don't show my flaws like that. We not stunting on my flaws. That's not part of this conversation. Are we going to get to that? Yes. You've seen my stomach. We talked about that. You're going to see my arms. We talked about that. I have bad cellulite. You will see that on vacation because I pay money to stunt my flaws, so I'm going to do it. Other than that, you don't see me in anything short or anything like that. I don't have no boobs no more. That whole fruit roll-ups is what I like to call it. So if you cannot embrace yourself at your biggest and find your beauty, at least you know you're going to get surgery after. You're not going to love yourself after. Because some people will say, I'd rather be bigger than to have bad cellulite. I'd rather be bigger than to have like extra skin on your belly or the Oprah, I didn't even say it, or the big wings. She said it first. She said the Oprah arms or some stuff. And that's what we refer it to, but I love her to death. But if you can't embrace your big imperfections, the results of losing that weight, if you've had it for a long time, if you've gained weight over a year and lost it, you're typically okay. I am blessed because I lost it very slow, not super slow, but I had a high protein, low carb diet, so it did not make my skin sink off when people lose it super fast. And when I say super fast, I say a surgery. You can lose 50 pounds in a month if you had like one of the bariatric surgeries or something like that, which is fine. If that works for you and you feel great after you have it, I commend that, because even though I worked out to do it, you went through a surgery, and so that was a lot of work. So whatever aspect that you do to get to your weight loss gain, it is not my place to love it or hate it. That's your journey, and I follow a lot of women who done natural weight loss journeys. They've had maybe one of the surgeries to do it because they've lost an excessive amount of weight. They may have needed to do a skin removal surgery. Whatever works for you. These aren't my stories. My story is I had a natural weight loss journey that had a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And as I get into recording my YouTube, you will see a lot of my journey. Again, my name is Vendaria. There's no other Vendaria in the world. You can follow me on Facebook or either follow me on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Transforming V, identically spelled as my name as my YouTube channel. But I basically, and we'll get into like the exact diet I did, but I basically weighed my food, which was annoying. I weighed my meat about 5 to 6 ounces a day, 5 meals a day. I had no dairy at all, no cheese, no milk, no kind of dairy. I got creative with my meals, and he said that you can't have sweets. So I would take oatmeal and I would grind it up, and I would put almond milk in it, and I would make my, and I could have eggs. So, and I would make muffins with it and put blueberries inside of it. So I found very healthy ways to eat things. I would take blueberry and pineapple because we had a certain amount of carbs that we can eat, and I would blend it up with jalapeno peppers and I would put it on top of my fish because that's what I can have with asparagus. So I learned if you gave me 3 things that I could eat, I can make 20 meals out of it. And so people was in my program like, what are you eating? What is that? Are you allowed to have that? Yes, I blended this and this and I added this, and it's all the ingredients that I was allowed to have. So I just got very creative with food. I have meal prepped officially for over 4 years, since 2017. I have meal prepped, I would say out of 52 weeks, I can say without second guessing it, I've meal prepped over 35 of them weeks. Probably longer, but just for the integrity of it all, I would say 35 weeks. Meal prepping was everything. I had about 5 to 6 ounces of meat. We can have a little bit more if it was fish or shrimp. Nothing breaded, no flour, nothing white, no rice, no anything. I am the cauliflower cooking queen, baby. I can make anything out of cauliflower. Cauliflower fried rice, anything. Now I do more of a keto-ish because I didn't understand carbs. That program of teaching me you cannot have carbs made me understand what was carbs and what was in carbs. So now I didn't realize that a serving size of McDonald's fries is 3 servings, because that's 3 servings of fries. I didn't realize that large drink, that's 20 something ounces or 32 ounces, is 3 to 4 servings of carbs if it's not a diet. And I don't drink a lot of diet soda, but if it's not a diet soda or a unsweetened tea. The bread is carbs, the ketchup is carbs, the sauce is carbs. I didn't understand what carbs was. So when people say low carbs, I didn't know what that mean. And I would think I was doing low carbs because they wouldn't have bread, but I would have everything else because French fries, you know, they're a potato, right? And carrots, they're a potato, right? And a drink, it's just a drink, it's okay. And I didn't understand it. After a certain age, your body thinks artificial sweeteners are carbs. It can break it down and create an insulin spike. I had to learn, and we'll talk about all of that. Not so deep into the insulin spikes of all of that. I just say I'm keto-ish. I learned to keep carbs out of my primary meal and eat less of carbs, make them not my primary meal, and they're my cheat meal. When I would hang out with my friends at the beginning of this transformation, I would take my food over to their house. I got invited to things and I would take my own food to their house. Of course, they laugh. And of course, after I failed the first time and gained part of the weight back, it was just really easy to think that, okay, she's just being extra. And now I'm extra snatched. Okay, that was so corny, but I told you I was corny. But anyway, just being aware of what carbs were. After a certain age, the little diet tweaks that I used to do to stay about 200, and 200 for me, I'm 5'7", because I don't have a large boobs. I've never had, outside of when I was super big, I don't have a large midsection. It was just bottom heavy, and for a black woman, we kind of measure our hip to waist ratio. I heard it somewhere. I don't know who said it. I've never heard it again. What hurt my feelings and motivated me was the saying is, there is a thin line between a big ass woman and a woman with a big ass. Let's say that again. We're going to say it backwards. There's a thin line between a woman with a big ass and a big ass woman. Baby, I crossed the line. I still had a big ass, but I crossed the line and I didn't know it. I didn't understand that there was a line. I didn't. I told a good friend of mine, when I went places, I didn't hear damn. And that's arrogant. I'm a Detroit girl. I don't care what you say. If I went somewhere, I would hear damn. And it was my waist ratio and my butt. But I didn't hear damn anymore. And then I got my damn back.